Hey, what's happening, gamers? How's everybody doing? Welcome to a late night stream of Gundam, brought to you by channel VIP channel member James Trigg. Thank you, James, for all the help that you do on YouTube and Patreon. You are amazing, James. We couldn't do this without you, buddy. So, it's been since the end of March was the last episode of Gundam, and that's because we had some very bad stuff going on. So this is the first Gundam stream in New York, which is actually kind of nice.
Awesome!
Yep. But hopefully you guys having a good night and you're ready for some Gundam action. I'm excited for Gundam. Yatta.
Thank you, James. God bless you, and you're amazing.
I'm excited for Gundam Rogue Orbit. I don't know what that is.
God bless you.
Huh? Link is a very frisky mood tonight, so he's kind of have to have his cat toys at two different parts of the house so we don't get attacked, and then kind of have to throw it back to where its place of origin is. I don't know why he's so feisty. Alright. It's a Gundam. Okay, so I don't really remember what we were doing, so we'll figure it out. Yeah, all those scary Gundam thingies. Okay, cool. Alright. Oh, tell me it's not. No, let's do this again. Unbelievable. Change grip. Change grip. Thank you. Thank you. Come again.
Thank you.
Cool. Excuse me, chat. I love Wing Gundam. It's my favorite. I enjoy Wing Gundam. Okay, so we're getting up there. I don't remember what we're doing. I think we're looking for something that says stars. Have we done any of this yet? Doesn't look like it. Okay. So as always, guys, I won't be talking a lot past like 11 o'clock because I'm trying to be considerate to the lady downstairs. I mean, you can hear me on the microphone, but I'm just gonna let the game do its thing because there's so much exposition and things like that, you know. So I really appreciate James's support and all that fun stuff.
Thank you, James.
There's a closed beta of the Avatar fighting game, 2nd and 5th of July. Cool. It's a closed beta though, which means we can't show footage of a closed beta. I hate closed betas.
Maybe.
Hmm?
I feel like we could do more of them because people get views on those. People get views on them. They do a vlog and they say their thoughts on it. They're like, so I was in the Sonic closed beta and I got to see all this cool stuff, but you guys won't get to see it till later. And people watch their video.
Okay, alright. I'll try to get in it and give my...
I know you don't like doing it, so just there's no point.
No, well, sometimes you have to do what you don't like to do.
No, I never do. I'm always freaking lazy. I am. You already know that because you clean the walls by yourself. I haven't done anything that helped at all. No wonder you're always having problems. You're probably freaking out because I'm so used to it.
レーダーか俺は俺の意思でお前についていくことにした
平大和です援護は任せてくださいこちらマリーダ・クルス マスターの指示により協力する
マスター？え、オルガ団長のこと？袖付きのガランシェール隊キャプテンスベロア・ジンネマン大尉だね。もしかしてトリントン基地で味方をしてくれたっていう？ 空中貨物船の。
ともかく合流だ。電磁波の影響でレーダーが効いていない。気をつけろ。敵はギャラルホルン、ティターンズに地球連合軍か。3つの歴史が混在しているな。
マリーダ中尉さんのクシャトリアへ。こちらメールアーバマからの増援です。
敵の包囲網を突破する。援護を頼む。
了解です。
Okay.
ハーネス、この人の立場は。
クローニングにより生まれた強化人間。
また女性の強化人間、しかもクローン。
モビルスーツに乗って戦場にいれば、それはパイロットという戦闘単位だ。私が何者でもな。
彼女はバナージ君と戦場で分かり合って味方になってくれた人。
バナージがここにいるのか。
いえ、でもあなたをここから連れ出して彼に会わせます。
分かった。そうなればいいが。
そこ肝心な時に
落ちる。
反応速度はこちらが上だ。
周囲の敵は殲滅。さすがだな、マリーダ・クルス中尉。
私は自分の役割を果たしただけだ。小隊長、先導を頼む。
レーダー回復までは相変わらず目視だからね。
Okay. The mobile suit is... Oh no, it is falling. Yeah, this is the switch to the vehicle. I think there's a cool Gundam game. Maybe. Oh, that's cool, GoPro. Yeah, the map is not disappeared. And it's time. It is 27. I'll wait for it.
そこだ。
データにない機体。モビルスーツなのか。
4つ目の歴史、デスアーミーだ。
未来世紀か。紐づきが読めん。
マリーダ中尉さんとブレイク現象は関係ないのかな。そうね、ガンダムファイターでも乗ってるモビルスーツがガンダムなわけでもないし。
ガンダム。
そこまだなのか。テレア
デスアーミーたちは全部片付いたかな。
おそらくな。だがレーダーが効かんのでは。
敵の存在は感じ取れない。
マリーダ中尉の感覚を信じましょう。小隊長、先を急いで。
当てる。直撃させる。
さすがだな。
Oh, there. GoPro, have they announced the new Gundam game for Switch 2 yet? Like, I know you follow a lot of the Japanese stuff. Did they announce a new Gundam game for Switch 2? Or are we getting maybe any ports? Because they won't talk about that in America.
ブレイク現象。
I can get games
では
from
多重ブレイク。
my favorite place to
ティ
get
ターン
games
ズ
in
と
English
地球連合
is
軍、どういう取り合わせなの。
playasia.com. Because you
意
buy
外
the
と
games
共
from
通点があるかも。
and then they subtitled it in English. So the game took 10 days to come out in America, because it was banned, and then, come to China and they put it in English. Like this is something. Like your plan. That's how I did all the combat. Where's my radar beam jammed? Thank you, Joseph. Are there any Super Sentai or Kamen Rider games on Switch 2?
ブレイク現象だ。この反応、コズミックイラの歴史か。
地球連合のモビルスーツダガーたちだよ。
地球連邦ではないのか。
私たちの宇宙世紀とは違う歴史だけど、敵増援には違いないです。迎撃を。こんなことしたくないけど。
I want to say 2018.
まだなのか。行くぞ。
James has been James took over a lot of Gundam streams because he really likes them. Yep, and Ultimates, we have another perk now. So you guys can, there's a messaging system on YouTube again. You can message me through the message system and I will add you as a friend. That way we can stay in contact, like, besides Twitter or Facebook. We can contact you directly. It notifies your phone like a text message. Very, very handy. So if there's any ultimates in the chat, like GoPro or Drago or whoever, and you want to, message KwingsLetsPlays, I'll accept your friend invite, and we can talk about anime sometime, or text some questions or whatever, and I'll respond, as well as we can set up your streams and give you better, give you the lowdown of, when your stream is happening and things like that. Because I think it'd be a lot easier to communicate through that than Twitter and Facebook and stuff like that. Yep, the messaging stuff on YouTube has gone for a very long time. If you discovered it. making me a lot of not even fighting game stuff, sending me weird AI videos. But he's like, the AI videos he sends are actually kind of ones that I watch, which is really weird. Yeah, because I watch a lot of anime recaps that are done in, that are done in AI. So he sends me a bunch of manhwa, which is Korean manga. That's what they call it. It's not manga. It's manhwa. A lot of those, they don't get animated, but they get like motion comics. But the AI voice kind of ruins it. So YouTube allows it. It's not like you're stealing it, because they're narrating a recap and doing additional work than just like having the pictures go up. So YouTube allows it for now. But I really enjoy this Korean recap stuff. Sometimes the problem is I fall asleep watching them sometimes, and I don't get to really hear a lot of the story because the voice is the same the whole time. Like it's an AI voice, like so and so did this and went here. This girl thought about this. He was too timid to talk to said girl. He talked to the girl, and then they went out. But something horrible happened. She turned into a zombie. And it's just, you know, so you hear the same tone of voice the whole time, and then you just, I don't know, I fall asleep. I use it as like a book on tape. But then I miss the story because I'm interested in it. How many days ago did I watch that? I was watching a 10-hour one. I put it on in the background one time. It was about this, the world had fallen apart because there was a massive blizzard that happened, and the entire world froze. The Sahara Desert, all that stuff. Like, there was a huge ice blizzard, and this guy died, and he came back to the beginning of the blizzard 3 months before it happened. So he drew all his credit cards, took out some of the loans, and he prepared food and guns and things like that. So he basically became the king of the apocalypse. Yeah. And then they ruined it by giving him superpowers like the other one.
Today, but I probably shouldn't tell you the kind of stuff I watch.
I kind of like that you're getting it. Is it a horrific thing?
No, I was watching this video about this guy that basically somebody cursed a Santa cursed him.
Okay. I'm intrigued. A Santa cursed him and he went to another world, so Ishikai?
He said that he would have a wife that would be like a bunny
She'd be a rabbit?
No, just like look like a bunny. You know, like how some women are seeing like cats and some are seeing
Oh.
That's what he was saying.
She didn't turn into an actual bunny. Okay, that's good.
But when he got to the other world, he was being sold at an auction as a servant.
Oh no.
So I don't know, I kind of missed the recap, but I think she bought him, like somebody bought him, and then she had like an abusive husband before, and like, he had given him money and didn't have anything to starve him. This guy, he didn't speak the same language, they didn't speak the same language, I don't know what language they spoke, but anyways, this guy joined their hands together, like the pounds. I think this was in medieval times, even so then he was from Japan, so then he joined their hands together. Okay, they take it. I don't know how this
デビルガンダムの兵隊デスアーミー
未来世紀が
次はドイツだ。
彼負傷してるの？
行けばわかる。 もうすぐだ小隊長くん。そこだーくらえバカだまだだ。これはどうだ当てる。こんなことしたくないけど終わりだ。かわせるか。
saw them taking away his wife, like basically out. Well, I guess his daughter was his wife.
最後まであがいてやるぜ。
ガンダムグシオンリベイクフル式。秋広君どうしてこんな。
大型質量兵器ダイインスレイダー、地表をここまで破壊したのに
対モビルアーマー用のレールガン違法兵器なんでしょ。
That was as far as I got.
Oh, that's good because like I thought I was going crazy because I saw all these Mawa things and I was like, I don't know watching this one.
Oh yeah.
So
no, I was
been watching.
わしはこうしてここにおる。何の不思議があろうか。
I wouldn't mind selecting like.
どうしてここにおるの。マスターガンダム東方先生。
マスターマスターだと。
東方腐敗マスターアジアとはわしの
ギャラルホルンは何が何でもここで鉄火団を潰すつもりね。
こんなとこで
諦めるな。望みを持ち続ければチャンスは必ず来る。
マリーダ中尉さんとガンダムの紐付けが今回のブレイク現象の中心なのかも。実はガンダムファイターとかじゃないでしょうね。
ガンダムのパイロットだったのは死に損ないめ。私が引導を渡してくれる。
多少は傭兵の心得があると見える。
この展開は静止通りだ。だが三日月オーガスがいない今戦況が違う。
I don't know
グシオンはもう身動きが取れないんだ
the
よ。
difference between guys. It's like my bones are completely different than your bones.
この言いよ
No, I can't die this way.
こんなところで
意欲駆ジャンキ撃破。やったわやったよ秋広くん。
いい土産話ができた。
意欲様よくも意欲様を。
増票は賞を打てば自然と崩れる。
あとは秋広くんを返事して秋広。デスアーミー未来世紀からのブレイクは広報先生とのつながりだったんだ。デスアーミーまだまだ来るよ。
相手が協力関係にあった東方腐敗でもお構いなしか。デビルガンダムね。
この体さえまともなら何の苦労もなかったものを。
秋広くんだけじゃなく師匠まで。小隊長マリーダ注意フォローして。
マスターと傷つい
周囲のデスアーミー全滅。
これ以上は体が持たんな。
マスターお体に気をつけて。そして感謝します。
この借りはいつか返そう。
師匠ブレイクアウト。秋広くんはイノ姉さんブレイク修正さえできれば意欲様との決着も彼自身がつけられる。
レーダー機能の一部が回復した。ブレイク反応がある地点にマーカーを出したぞ。
小隊長マリーダ注意と目的地。ごめんね秋広くん。
テリアこんなことしたくないけど。
No, it's fine. Oh, really?
Can you hear Luke? Because I mean, he's not really talking. Luke isn't really talking.
No, I'm letting
You
it
can
go.
probably not hear him because he's not talking.
場所はこの辺りのはずだよ。
Oh, that's really
Nanda.
interesting.
何かがいる。
And so a guy's Adam's apple actually forms when the voice drops. So you don't have one.
問題ない。体勢を回復する。これはどうだ。くらえ。反応速度はこちらの上だ。そこ。
He doesn't
さすがだね。
pop up like one of the laps as much as like he's mad at us or something. Usually he jumps on the couch and says no.
Gundam!
この黒いユニコーンは
安心乗る。リリー少尉さん、本当にマリーダ中尉のフライト現象の中心だったのね。
あいつみたいな子供がニュータイプだとおだてら。ニュータイプ。ラプラスの箱の呪いを具現する人の亜種。誰かが人柱になって沈めなきゃな。あいつがニュータイプなんてものが生まれてこなければ。箱の中身を変えてしまった人の価値。
落ち着いて、少尉さん。
サイコミの逆流でマシンに飲まれている。あれはそういうものだ。
それがどうした。宇宙に適応した新人類を倒そうって言うんだ。マシンに魂を売るくらい。
それは違う。お前
バンシー、言うことを聞け。
強烈な否定の意志。ガンダムに埋め込まれたシステムの本能か。
ラプラスシステムのこと？NTD ニュータイプデストロイヤー。その名の通りのものだよ。
ニュータイプを見つけ出して破壊する。たとえそれが
見ればお前は俺を一人にしないでって言ったのに。
聞こえているはずだ。姫様の声が。バナージを助けてくれと。
幻だこんなの。サイコミが人の雑念を拾ってるんだ。
マシン
俺の邪魔をするな。させるかよ。
落ち着いて周りを見渡せばいい。世界は広い。こんなにたくさんの人が響き合っている。
待って、マリーダ。
自分の可能性を信じてなすべきと感じたことに力を尽くせ。姫様、マリーダ・クルス、ここまでです。
俺は何を。これはど。
バンシーノルンに続いてクシャトリアもブレイクアウト。
マリーダ中尉、あまりにも見事だった。言葉が見つからん。
秋広くんも大丈夫よね。全て正しく決着がつくよ。東方先生とドモンくんのガンダムファイトも、イオクさんと秋広くんも、リディ少尉さんとマリーダ中尉さんの戦いもね。
僕は
Yeah, we did it.
もう抜かない。
Off the clock at 7:32.
I'm gonna go out early.
Yep, Banshee killed the princess. Yep. I mean, there's so much depth in Gundam. You get interested in a character, and then it's like, oh no, is this a character that dies? I guess I'll have to watch more of the show, and then it's like, yep, that character died. Oh, that character lived. No, that one's dead. Oof.
ブレイクアウト成功。ブレイクアウト成功。
質量兵器ダインスレイブ。衛星軌道上から地表をえぐるほどの威力。あんなの鉄火団に勝ち目なんてないじゃない。 勝つことが目的じゃないんだよ、犬姉さん。基地の団員たちを脱出させることが最重要。
今回助かったマスターアジアマリーダクルスのおかげ。
本当にね。でも秋広くんの安否は心配だわ。トゥルーミッションでは絶対に助けないと。
ともかく三日月オーガスが戻らなければミッションは成立しない。
あとはオルガ団長とも連絡がつかなかった。やっぱり鉄火団のキーマンはこの2人。何としても見つけないと。オルガ団長さん。うん、そうだね。
いずれわかることだ。今回は獅子の帰還を果たせただけでも大きな収穫だったと思うべきだろう。
Anime called Brilliant
一
Park.
人で
It
も
was
多
about
く助けたい
amusement park.
団長と協力して活路を見出さなきゃ。
Amiga Brilliant Park. It was like, gosh, 15, no, 12 years ago? I brought it into our room, so I was like, I don't really feel like watching more real life today. But I still don't understand what happened. Was there a problem with the real life Blu-ray? Or was there a problem with that, with the PS4 Pro? Like, I don't really get how it works. So we got G Gundam. Oh no, that's regular Gundam. Break. Gundam Rescue Federation. To the World's End. Let's do Beyond the Mobius Universe. Yeah, we'll do this one. What I like about this game is, like, if you've played Dynasty Warriors or some of those other Gundam games, like, it's really easy to pick up and play. I just wish that they weren't, like, super deformed. Like, I wish that they weren't the SD Gundams, that they were the big Gundams. Like in that Dynasty Warriors game. The Dynasty Warriors Gundam game was so fun. Did they make 2 of them or just 1? Do you remember? Yeah, I've gray coming into my face. I know.
No, I just meant you have a little nick on your face there.
It's probably a pimple. I still get pimples. The only reason I didn't get pimples in Pennsylvania is we had central air. I'm sweating a lot here, so I'm breaking out. Did you know I actually used to have acne when I was a kid?
Everyone has acne when they're young.
I had acne until I was 18 years old.
Acne is just a sign that you're growing.
Was it? Oh, okay, I didn't know that. I don't know.
That's the problem when you don't have acne.
You're not growing.
It means that you're old and you're not growing anymore.
I'm old, like the 50.
It's actually good when you have acne because it means that you're changing and growing. You still have things in your life that are happening.
Can we uncap again? No. 3rd level uncapped materials requires stuff you don't have. Sucks to be you.
On Amazon, like, I'm trying to find, I know you don't like it, but I'm trying to find remineralizing toothpaste. And it doesn't say what country it's made in. It's very important for me to know because some countries, you can't trust them.
What does that mean?
Like China, they put lead in stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like you shouldn't buy stuff from communist China because it's bad. They put all kinds of toxins and lead and everything. You don't even know what's in there. They don't have any. Some countries don't have any regulations. So if you buy it, like say it's like really cheap, and you're like, oh, this is great, and then it's gonna give you mouth cancer because you bought it from the wrong country. Sorry to be weird, but. Oh, look at, lo and behold, that's exactly, there it is, you can see, somebody took a picture of it, this is me.
military stuff, that's not good.
I have to find something that's made in the USA or Europe. 'Cause they have regulations about stuff.
Hey, buddy. What is it? When did you jump on me? Why did you jump on me? I like when you jump on me. I miss you.
So Uber hasn't been doing my box as much.
No, that doesn't have to do with that.
And I'm mad. I also feel like you guys weren't renewing my little water bowl as much.
I'm getting you a little fountain.
And I also feel like you guys got me this online cat food that wasn't good.
Yeah, that's our bad.
And I feel like you guys haven't had me in the room because you guys have been moving your room. So now you guys won't let me in there to snuggle at night, and I'm upset. And also Amber hasn't been playing with me in the morning because she's been streaming that stupid Pokopia game that nobody watches. Like, you're getting really savage right now. I cannot believe that you are saying all these things. Like, you're being so rude. I cannot. You need to cool your jets. Like, literally.
Would you like something like this? Cat safe seaside stainless steel cat and dog fountain, 60-ounce water capacity.
It's like seeing that I keep your views up every day and I'm the only thing cute enough that people actually want to watch. It's like I think I should have the top of the line model. I say so myself.
Well, I mean,
we don't have all that money for you to get the top of the line model.
I'm noticing what he's doing is when we're done using the sink in the kitchen, he goes up to the faucet and he drinks from it. The actual faucet. He's licking the faucet.
Yeah.
I don't want him doing that.
Look at this whole ear. We're gonna scoot that. He hasn't had a long pet for a long.
Okay, be gentle.
He's a puppy.
No, he's not a puppy. He's like, look at that. See the gentle? She likes it.
Alright, have a good night. Thank you.
And Tim had surgery recently.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah, we prayed for him a couple days ago.
that's right.
ここが小惑星基地アクシズ。
What's going on?
地球まですぐだね。
任務了解。作戦を開始する。
一緒に戦えば大丈夫です。行きましょう。
最悪我々だけで。
待って、正面で戦闘。
Hey, big guy.
もしかしてアムロ隊員じゃない。なんか獰猛なモビルスーツが暴れてる。
ガンダムバルバトスルクスレクス。狼の王の名を冠するガンダムフレームだ。
あれ、敵かと思ったら小隊長か。ユナたちもいるの？
それバルバトスなの？尻尾がついてるけど。あれは端までについてたものを移植したんだよね。
なんか不思議なんだ。今まで俺に尻尾がついてなかったのが信じられないくらい。それよりここどこ？オルガは？
ここは地球のすぐ近くだ。君には火星に戻ってもらいたいそうだ。
わかった。そっちに行けばいいの？
小隊長さんについていって。
If it makes
目
you
標
guys
は
feel any
アク
better,
シズ
I'm
の
bad
動
with
力システム
directions in real life.
全部で4つ。
核パルスエンジンを止めねば落下は防げん。
Games, I'm pretty bad.
二酸機は破壊する必要があるだろう。
了解。じゃあ三日月くん、火星に帰る前に一仕事お願いね。
No, not one of
さっ
these.
さと終わらせて帰ろう。
Not one of these stupid bases. I hate these. Oh, no.
そこ！
あった核パルスエンジンの動力システムだよ。黄色く光ってる柱みたいなやつね。
本来はアムロレイ大尉がエンジンノズルを破壊するはずだが、彼の存在が確認できる。
だから私たちが破壊しないと。
わかった。仕事でしょ。
二酸機は壊さないといけないのよね。次も探さないと。
こいつで決めた。ガラ
そこだ。うわー外さない。
終わりだと思った。
直撃したのか。
惜しいな。
Picnic thing that comes with the
完全な時に当たれ。
動力システム破壊確認。これでアクシズの加速は止まるの？
いや足りんな。あともう一つは破壊したいところだ。
分かった。見つけて壊せばいいんでしょ。
そこ当てる。そこだ。完全な時に。くそまだか。
さくら、ここはどうなってるの？
地球に落ちようとしている小惑星、その中に作られた基地だよ。アクシズ、ネオジオンの拠点そのものを地球に落とす。
アースノイドとスペースノイド、行き着くところまで行き着いた結果だ。
潰さなきゃ潰されるもんな。
くそ雑食だ。
もういいよ。
Sometimes you feel like an anime character. You get all pouty and annoyed, but it's just so cute.
巨大なブレイク反応。この先だな。アクシズの深部へのルートは。
ロックされてるけど開ける方法は？
There are a lot of
残ってる動力システムをまず壊そう。
characters.
今はそっちが先決だよ。
ごちゃごちゃしたのは嫌いだな。
Okay, let me explain it to you. There is an anime real life, which I really like that anime. Might be having problems, might be corrupting. Stop, I don't know. But there's a girl, and she's socially awkward. She has no skills talking to other people. She's super smart. Okay, I haven't finished yet. She's super smart, but she's really awkward when it comes to talking to people. She's super awkward. And she can't smile. If she smiles, it looks like she's making fun of you or harassing you or being malicious. So this girl who's on the volleyball team, whenever the girl who can't smile and is socially awkward tries to smile and be nice to her, because the guy said, hey, if you smile, it's a good way to make friends.
まだなのか。
Yeah, that's really like of the modern School Rumble is still peak, but it was a modern slice of life. And it's kind of like taking a pill that makes you young on the outside, but you're old on the inside. He has to change my favorite. I nearly died last night. The track meet. He has to do stuff for physical fitness, and he's like, okay, so the old guys back in high school, like, Bob and Junior, they have the stretch and stuff they would run. That way they didn't embarrass themselves. So he gets ahead of the pack because he was on track team when he was like, 17 or whatever. He's 27 now. So he gets ahead of all the other kids, and everybody's like, wow, he's really fast. And all of a sudden, his legs lock up. It's a really bad tumble. And they can't even show how badly he hurt his legs, so they blur it for censor. But he's got like this black blue on his knee because he hit hard. But his legs locked up because he's not used to, which is weird because like Japanese people are more in shape than Americans because they walk everywhere. Like they walk to their job, they walk home, they walk to the subway. There's so much walking, and they walk more than most Americans. Like Americans would complain how much Japanese people walk, or how much they're required to walk. You have to walk everywhere. You can't drive your car, any of that stuff. So anyway. That stuff always takes me out of it because it's like I know lots of Japanese people that are very, 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 very physically fit, just from all the walking. So to me, it was weird that he fell over in the first place. But I died. I laughed so hard that there were tears coming out of my eyes. I haven't laughed that hard in months. I was like, I'm just, yeah. But and then he was making fun of this kid who's not athletic, and this kid has like this look like, what would you say about me not being athletic? At least I finished the race. I mean, he gets better, he gets more physically fit as time goes on, but he's a smoker too, so yes, first day, he's speaking with honorifics and stuff like that because he's an adult, right? And he just looks young. So he's speaking to the teacher who's like 25, and she comes over to him, she's like, why do you have these cigarettes? And he's like, huh? She's like, oh, they're just cigarettes. And she's like, just cigarettes? Because he looks like a 17-year-old boy and he's smoking. I died. I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah. Because a high school kid could, oh yeah, you'd be a delinquent. So, you know, he was trying to explain it, and then he realized his error. He's like, oh wait, no, these aren't mine. They're my dad's. And but anyway, back to the one girl who can't. Socially awkward. So the volleyball girl has had a complete misunderstanding with this girl because she's like, every time she smiles, she thinks she's being vindictive in school. Like, aha, I'm going to torture you. You know, she can't smile. And then she gets really, really mad because the boy that she likes is hanging around the awkward girl because she's the class rep, and the other girl isn't the class rep anymore because she didn't get top score in the grade. The socially awkward genius girl got top one. So she lost her standing and she's too shy to basically ask the guy out. So that's why she's super jealous and mean for, you know, an awkward girl, because volleyball girl really likes this guy. And she's just been so used to just hanging out with him that she's never had the courage to talk to him. Like, talk to him outside of, you know, school stuff. So their relationship is kind of stalled. And because of awkward girl, their relationship does extend to the point where, you know, they get a happily ever after later. But she gets really mad at this girl and she steals her bag, which is a big deal. And then she ends up confronting her and say, I don't like you, and all this other stuff. And then she remembers that one guy says, ask her to smile. So she smiles and she has this really like demonic looking grin. And then the girl's like, stop that. She's like, smile again. And she's like, yeah. She's like, oh. She says, why can't you smile? Creepiest thing I've ever seen. And of course they become really good friends throughout the rest of the show, but up until that point, you know, they play like this piano music, like da-da, like trying to stress you out, like, oh no, because most of the soundtrack is all piano. There's a couple anime about that, like socially awkward girls. Like, there's one on Netflix. It's not as good as real life, but real life isn't about just one character. There are several main characters. You have the guy who goes back into his high school as a parents teacher. And then you have the actual high school students who follow their attention and he helps them. And, you know, everybody calls him the old man in school because he's so wise, but that's because he's so old. He's like 27, so he's already lived like the high school life. So he becomes like, you know, very respected teenager, even though he acts like a guy in his 30s. Which is weird because, you know, kids wouldn't be using honorifics in high school because they're kids. They're not going to be that respected. So he stands out. He's but the anime I want to watch is
コズミックイラだと。
ますます最後にいるのは誰なのよ。
かわせるか。
He's like keep talking to completely different. They talk.
こんなことしたくないけど。
Yeah.
Talk like adults.
No. Okay, I gotta watch the one I want to watch tonight is
大きなブレイク反応までもう少しだよ。
I was looking to see
なん
if
か
I had the
アローズ
MMO,
軍が増えてきた。
like either the one with the MMO joke
宇
junkie,
宙世紀じゃ
or
な
if
く
I
て
had the one
西
about the
暦
girl
2300年の歴史
who
から。
marries the guy in a video game,
コズミッ
and
ク
then
イ
she
ラの
thinks they're married in real life.
予想がつかん。
Oh, that's.
誰だ。
That was a funny one. Yeah, that was about MMOs. They're actually both about MMOs.
You know what's crazy is people like this
当てる。
real
これはどうだ。
very.
Well, it's because in Japan, people get married in
完全な
MMOs.
時に。
Yeah, but I mean, like your wedding.
リボーンズガンダム行く。
Weird. Like I honestly, I think.
ガンダム。さあ始めよう。来るべき未来のために。
うわー、イノベーターのドンが登場だよ。西暦の歴史から。エロジオンの総帥じゃなくて。
そうだよ。名前はリボンズ。リボンズアルマーク。ガンダムとガンキャノンを合わせたような新しいコアブロックシステム。僕はイオリア・シュヘンベルグの計画を忠実に実行している。
イオリア計画。結局何をするためのものなの？
人類にこの計画を遂行することはできない。できるのは僕たちだけだというの。産業革命以来、機械文明を手に入れた人類はその知恵で争い、滅びに直面してきた。そうある。優れた指導者たちの力で乗り越えたとしても、世の中は再び混沌の時代にも。
いずれ人類はイノベーターになるって。
時代の変革期には古きもの悪しきものを切り捨てなければならない。愚かな連中を誰かが諭してやる必要があると思わないか。それがお前だっていうのか。人間の価値観は狭すぎるんだ。僕らはもっと広い視野で物事を考えて勝手をする者には罰を与えないとね。こいつ人が人に罰を与えるなんて愚かなに。人類は試されている。滅びかそれとも再生か。
イノベードはイノベーターの出現を促すために作られた存在じゃ。
僕はイノベードを超え真のイノベーターすらしのぐ存在となった。そうさ、人類を導くのはこの僕だ。神にでもなったつもりか。僕は神そのものだよ。信仰の太僕の知らないガンダムの力だと。違う、これは人の力だ。君には新しい可能性を感じる。ニュータイプというのかな。僕は特別な人間じゃない。これだけ戦い抜いてこられたみんながニュータイプなんだ。バカな、愚かしいよ。
だから人類の管理を。
そうさ、そうでなければ僕が作られた意義がない。存在する。一つ言っておくよ。君はイノベーターになれない。悲しいけどそれが現実なんだよ。そんなものは望んじゃいない。僕は普通の人間でいいんだ。リボーンズガンダムおよびガンダムのブレイクアウトを確認した。
私たちもブレイクアウトするよ。
招待長さん、
アクシズの落下はどうするの？
奇跡を起こすには足りないものが多すぎる。この瞬間にふさわしい男たち。
I like the animes where the guy and the girl get married in high school, and it's like they're trying to hide it from everybody. Especially the ones that acted like mortal enemies at school, and then they ended up falling in love. They still keep up the smoke screen that they don't like each other. And then afterwards, when they're home, they're like, I'm so sorry I was mean to you today. It's just, you know, and she's like, yeah, we haven't become friends, like, outside of our marriage, and it's Ah, it's funny. But they don't. The problem I have with a lot of anime is they don't do that many anime where the characters actually get married. They get engaged sometimes, or they just become boyfriend girlfriend. But I really like the ones where they get married. And there was a couple of them, and I really enjoyed those. But most people don't like those. They're like, yeah, it's not gonna be a harem anime. It's like, I know it's about a couple. It's like, those are fun. I mean, people always think that marriage is, or some Americans perceive marriage as like, that's the end of your journey. It's like, that's the start of a new adventure. It's like, you were playing The Legend of Zelda, now you're playing Zelda 2, Link's Adventure. It's different, but, you know, it's still Zelda. That's how I view it.
That's how I did view it, but I haven't really done some things. It's just been, there's been some hard years.
Yeah.
That's how I always viewed it too.
So, I'm gonna do one more level, guys, and then I'm gonna call it a stream, and I'll send the link to James, like, because he never watches streams live. He always watches them back. I'm sure he's gonna be pretty happy that Amber was on this stream.
Oh, that's very sweet. I hope so.
Yeah, I think so.
I think I remember James Trigg. I must be working all the time.
He works a lot. Yeah. James donated an insane amount to help us move from Pennsylvania. If it wasn't for James, we wouldn't have. We wouldn't have been able. We would have had to leave a lot more stuff behind, and apparently we didn't think we had a security deposit, but the previous landlord yelled at us, but they still gave us $600 back out of our 17. So that was a huge answer to prayer, because we put it toward. Oh, can't be right. Oh, we put it toward new rent.
Luke is checking his pulse.
Yeah, I am, because it scared the crap out of me for a second. It said my pulse was at 36. It's like, I'm gonna die. My blood oxygen was at like.
Well, you shouldn't check your pulse every 4 seconds.
I don't do it every 4 seconds. Alright, so we'll do one more. Hopefully this is not a bad one. Launch! And then eat the rest of my turkey sandwich to get tired. And then I'm gonna have to use a knife to cut my pill.
ここがデビルコロニー。侵食が進んでるね。
I actually have a clever way of doing it this time. I'm gonna use a bowl. Last time I used a plate. And the pill went.
キラヤマトです。援護は任せてください。
You used mine, remember?
白いハッチは開くみたいだよ。
Yeah, I don't
小隊長くん。
やっぱりいた。デスアーミー。僕の赤い細胞みたいなのは？
デビルガンダム細胞の一種だな。攻撃で破れるはずだ。
小隊長、切り開いてガンダムファイターを探しましょう。世界ガンダム連合とも合流できるといいけど。
どこにいる？
すごい放熱板。このガンダムは。
ルーミン小隊長か。久しぶりだな。キリマンジャロ基地以来か。
アムロ対？ガンダムファイターになってたなんて。イノ姉さん、ブレイクインしてるだけだよ。あ、そうか。
Gundam Breaker streams from a couple years ago were awesome, thank you. I like Gundams.
わかった。
I just, with Ultimate streams, I don't stress because you guys have to understand we already paid for it. So, with the shape of our channel and stuff, I get very stressed because being shadow banned, it's very hard to, you know, very hard to do your job. with Ultimate streams, people like Ultimate streams because they're very relaxed and stuff, but it's like I was already paid by the VIP. It's like PBS. And they paid for the program. So then I love, I mean, if I had, I know it's a pipe dream, but I wish I had 30 Ultimates because I would have 30 live streams that I can just have fun and not have to worry about any income because the income is paid for. But we have about like 12 Ultimates, and then we have a Mega member for 3. She's done 3 months now, which is absolutely incredible. And a huge help to it. Yeah. What is this? Oh.
ミッション全体に大規模なブレイク反応を確認。
何が起こるかわからない。危ない。逃げてください。なんか丸っこいヒゲが生えたガンダム？どこのガンダムファイター？
ターン A ガンダム。すべての歴史の果て。西暦の時代に掘り出された異物か。
あれもガンダム。だがブレードアンテナの位置が。
そのガンダムにはおひげがないんですね。
Yeah, I think
ヒゲのあるガンダムを見るのは初めてさ。君は何者だ？
ロランス・エッグです。第3。僕の未来もまた一つの可能性なんです。
No, I tried everything.
言ってしまったか。気持ちのいい少年だったな。
戦いの歴史。その中にある。
この核壁のロックは別の場所にあるようだな。
どこかでスイッチを見つけないとね。招待長、探索してみましょう。
55,000 views after like 48 hours. We're like 43,000, so we're losing stuff because we can't notify them. No, seriously, having the stream set up a night in advance, like people know and more people show up.
そこまだなのか
The newsletter helped today though because people came in that Dead or Alive thing. Because that Dead or Alive thing that'll go.
まだか当てる
Yeah.
I honestly thought like I don't know if some of the other Dead or Alive are more overt or something because this one didn't even look that bad.
Okay.
It's like, what's the problem? I don't even see any problem here. Like,
You didn't see the jiggle physics?
yeah, but that's in like every game.
No. Most games they don't. That's a Dead or Alive feature. Most games don't do that.
I don't really understand. Like I don't.
また核壁のスイッチだ
どこのかしら。でも押しておいて損はないはずよ。
Okay, so the.
It doesn't look dead. Like if they were bouncing all over the place, then I could see where there would be a problem. It just lightly, you know, bounces, which is normal. I mean, I played soccer in school with a bunch of girls. I mean, I've seen things bounce around. I don't really understand what the problem is.
Well, activists don't like that stuff.
But that's what it's literally. And I don't even think it was exaggerated.
Okay, so
like if I could see if it was going all over the place, like a whole bunch, but it really wasn't.
well, I mean, the bigger the girl's curves, the more the bounce. But the thing is, with Dead or Alive, you're like, oh, it's not that bad. Well, Dead or Alive 4 and 3, they were more exaggerated because it was more anime. So, with Dead or Alive 6 and 7, they're trying to make the characters look more realistic. They're trying to make them look more like real people. So they toned some stuff down, but with Dead or Alive 6, the first release in 2019, they toned down stuff to like no movement at all. Like even on like when they would release the bathing suit stuff, there was nothing moved. There was no sweat on the girls' bodies or on the guys' bodies. They got rid of like shadow. It looked terrible. They got rid of everything in order to. Right. But they were exactly, and that's. And that's why they failed, because they didn't cater to their core audience. They listened to a bunch of people. And here's the thing: they even said, I remember the social justice warriors, activists, or woke people, or whatever. They said, you know, it's great that Dead or Alive did this, but we're not buying the game anyway. So exactly, they right, they got their way. And they patted themselves on the back, and they didn't buy Dead or Alive 6. And then the people that bought the Dead or Alive franchise that, you know, are looking for certain types of content, it wasn't in there. Oh, they were furious. So they didn't buy it. And Dead or Alive 6, like, it was one of the biggest flops of 2019.
I'm sorry, but like, did it seem that bad? Like,
am I allowed to play this game?
It could have been a long one. Like, literally, you would jump
Okay, you just basically described Dead or Alive, like, volleyball and Venus Island and stuff like that. Oh, this is actually funny, too. So, it wasn't enough to kill... It wasn't enough for activists to kill Dead or Alive, the fighting game. There was a game that they weren't even going to play. It was a very, very niched audience called like Venus Vacation or something like that. They made it so. This is why I hate like woke people so much. Because I believe all types of games, whether it's gay or, you know, R-rated or whatever, they all should be allowed to make the games they want, right? Nobody should be able to impede anybody else and prevent them from making what they want. It becomes a problem when they try to bleed their agenda into mainstream brands that they've never been a part of, but that's another story. So what they did is they purposely contacted Visa and MasterCard, and they said this game is coming out and it's a predatory game, which it wasn't. It was a game for adults. And they made it so that...
Did that for a Dead or Alive?
Dead or Alive Venus Vacation, or whatever it was called. Yeah, they're doing the same thing with the new Stellar Blade game, too, because...
Why would they contact Visa and MasterCard? What is it to them?
They're not even going to buy it. They're not...
Why are they contacting?
Right. This is why this is why gatekeeping is very important, because these people are not allowed to be gamers because they're not gamers. They are psychos.
Like, it's like some crazy...
It's really funny. They say, this isn't allowed to exist, and I'm not okay with it. But then when you say, well, we don't think that your games that have these features, you know, like, it's not the same thing, because this needs to exist because you're saying that I don't exist. Or something stupid. They come up with, like, some straw man argument that, like, well, it's important that inclusive stuff exists, so it's not important that R-rated stuff exists. Because it offends me. It's like, I'm offended by your gay games, but I don't go and protest. You know? I don't go and make, like, video after video saying this shouldn't exist. I will never play it, but... I don't remember. Representation?
On top. Because she said, I am interested, so it makes me feel better to see somebody else like that. And they're like, it's like representing me, and I was so glad to hear her say that, because I'm so sick of game activists like trying to say that we don't want to see curvy women in games when that's exactly what women do want to see. We want to see like a lot of American women are big chested. Not all of them, but some of them are. So like,
Not activists.
why can't we be represented? That's not fair. You know, like you're saying only
ラペラスの箱を渡すわけにはいかない。
represented, but if you have curves, you can't be
ユニコーンガンダムアムロ大佐あれはニューガンダムの
This is why gatekeeping is very important, because you keep the bad people. You keep the people that don't support your product, don't want to buy your product. They're literally campaigning right now against that Stellar Blade game. They don't want it to come out, so because they have no power anymore. Now they're trying to contact the companies that sell that are a distributor, like Visa Card and all this other stuff. Like they're going after that because they can't. The game industry won't listen to them anymore because Japan realizes they're crazy.
初めてサイコフレームを実装したがって
She looks like a Korean woman.
あなたのためならどこまでも。
ここから先は倒産と言っておこうか。バナージュ。
フロンタル大佐、どうしてこんなところに。
それつきネオジオンの残党軍だよ。
残党？シャアのか。赤いスイーツ。大佐にどう申し開きすればいいのだ。
まずいな。こちらが押されている。
袖付きの親衛隊機ブレイクアウト成功。
Well, you even had the people at what are they called? Swift? Are they called Swift or Swift or I don't know the company that makes them. The guy took to social media and he said people are saying horrible things about his game, like because now they're saying if a girl is pretty, it's predatory. Or whatever. They keep like moving the goalposts with these people. But he took to Twitter and he said the actress who's playing her is like in her 20s. The model who was modeled after, like the face model, is like 26. Like she's not a child. And for me, it feels like these, and they'll never admit it, but these people are racist because they're saying that a Korean woman looks like a child, especially if she's an adult. That's incredibly weird.
何も変わらないかもしれない。でも、たとえ一瞬の日。
誰であろうと邪魔するならば排除させてもらおう。
フロンタル大佐、どうしてあなたはそうなんです。人は分かり合わない。
君は危険だ。
You haven't heard what they said because Japan stood up to them about like the whole like movement and things like that, and their weird headcanons like saying this character identifies as this. The person who wrote the character says, no, they aren't. This character's straight, and they're like, no, because I'm a crazy American, whatever. I'm saying this, and you can't say otherwise. And the person's like, I'm the creator. So Japan is done with these weirdos, right? So now they're calling, and this just shows you like if the pandemic never happened, none of this would have happened. We never ever would have had these weirdos take power. But now they're saying, and this is incredibly weird, they're saying that Japanese and Korean people are not minorities; they're white adjacent. So they're treating another country that is not, white, and they're calling Asian people this thing, and they act like it's fine. They're like, well, I mean, blah blah blah. They're not really. They're not. But the Asians stood up to them, and they don't like that. They don't like being told no, and they don't like being told, oh, we're not doing this, and we're not appeasing you anymore. So then they're like, and this is exactly like those tactics that they had. Like if they don't get their way, they swat you, they do all this other stuff. They're mentally ill people, like very, very sick people that are basically throwing tantrums all the time, And before, people were paying attention to them, but now it's past the 3-year-old phase where it's just like, okay, the terrible twos are over. We don't really care what you say anymore. We're not listening to you anymore because you're all nuts. You know? And Japan is basically that parent that put their foot down and just like, no, we're done. We don't care about being inclusive. We don't care about this. We don't care about that.
まさか俺は見入られたのさ戦場で輝くモビルスーツって魔物に
No, the West is, yeah, the West is really bad.
彼もまたガンダムに選ばれた。いや、見られたということだ。
Like that, you and I talking about like the Adam's apple like years ago, that would have got us canceled. Like it would be trending and be like, how do you know women don't have Adam's apple and all this other stuff? They'd be like, you're not being very nice to blah 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 blah. The teas and all this other nonsense. But now that that stuff is pretty much over, we can just talk normally. Like for years, it felt like we were living under a microscope. We couldn't say anything because people would try to get us fired from YouTube or whatever, you know?
It's just hilarious because it's like, it's like Koreans aren't the only culture where people look way younger than they are.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's not the only people. I mean, Japanese people look younger.
Japanese, Chinese.
But a lot of, like, African people look younger than they are too.
Oh my gosh, yeah, they do. Did you see,
So it's like, you can't just sit here and be like, well, if you look older than your child, it's like, there's a lot of ethnicities of people that look much younger.
yeah, but isn't it kind of a self-own when these people say predatory things? It's like, how do they even know about, like, this kind of stuff?
And also, like, I think this is so good that they talk about how old they look because they're like,
行きましょう戦争を終わらせるために
見たことないガンダムそれに誰パイロットお子様なの
ウッソエビザンスカール帝国と戦うガンダム13歳13だって嘘と言ったなどうしてそんな年で君はガンダムに大丈夫です倒すべき敵は分かっていますから
Oh, speaking of that, did you see Walter Jones? Like the original Black Ranger, he just celebrated, I think it was like his 50th birthday. If he would shave off his beard and stuff, he could still probably pull off like being a young-looking Power Ranger. Like it's incredible. Like out of all the cast, Amy Jo is starting to look her age because she's like 50-something. Austin looks terrible. Like at 48 or 49 or something like that. He looks really bad.
シャクティにこれ以上辛い思いはさせない V2 アサルトバスターガンダムブレイクアウトを確認した
子供に戦争させるような時代はいつまで続くのだろうな
結構長く続いちゃうんだよねウッソくん宇宙世紀
I think it's what they eat.
あの子1年戦争から70年以上後の時代から来てたの
very young and they're not Japanese or anything. They can look way younger than they are. I think it has to do with like what you eat.
Well, what you eat. I was
なんかデロデロデビルガンダムに細胞の侵食だね構わず破壊しちゃって
So, as you know, Twitter's not region locked anymore, so you can talk to like Japanese people and stuff. A Japanese person opened up a forum and was like, I don't understand why you guys have such a huge problem with people being overweight. He says, you know, we eat lots of food too. And I responded to the guy and I said, well, here's the difference. Most of our food, like a majority of our population is whales. Like in the United States, it is. But it's because they eat a lot of preservatives and they eat a lot of food dyes and, you know, all this other stuff that's very bad for them. And they've been doing it since they were little kids, so they keep doing it. It's comfort food. They you know, on the way home from work, they go to McDonald's, whatever. They become big, then their kids become big. They basically just eat all the time. Now, Japan, they eat a lot too. They actually eat more meals a day than we do, but they eat healthier stuff. They're eating rice every day. They eat fish, like we as Americans mostly have fish like every, I don't know, for special occasions, or some people have it like once a week. You and I try to have fish like once a week, usually. Yeah, I know. And you've been looking a lot younger. Yeah, but anyway. So they, you know, they eat a lot of fish, they eat a lot of rice. They don't eat a lot of preservatives in Japan at all. Like, they don't do any food dyes. And, you know, we were having like this lengthy discussion, me and this Japanese guy. He's like a Japanese influencer. I don't know his name. But, you know, I love how, unlike Americans, like, you can't, if you have a small YouTube audience or whatever, like, if you're like under 1 million views, you can't be talking to a influencer that has like 1 million and up subscribers. They're not going to give you the time of day, even on social media. Like, you know, they look at your channel, they're like, oh, I can't really converse with this person. But in Japan, they don't care about that. It's like you're having like a, not a debate, but a discussion, and they're like, oh, that's very interesting. And they'll talk to you, even if you don't have that many subscribers. Or even if you have a lot of subscribers, they're like, oh. And, you know, so he was explaining his side of the thing. It's like, well, we eat a lot. We eat like almost 4 meals a day. And it's like, well, but it depends what you're putting in your body. And I said, if most Americans ate the way that Japanese people did, like, we would cut like the obesity like pandemic that's been plaguing us for 30 years. We would nip it in the bud so quickly. Like, you know, people would get healthier, people would have more energy, people wouldn't be, you know, relying on so many caffeinated products to have energy during the day that their bodies would naturally be producing. You know, kind of how my body does stuff. I don't do any caffeine at all. And, like, I'm able to stay awake for long periods of time. You know, I eat a lot of fish, and now that we found a rice cooker, we're going to start making rice again. You know, it's just like, I've been consuming, I wouldn't say a Japanese diet, but like I've been trying to eat healthier for the past like 11 years. And Amber says I'm aging backwards. But that's all I've been doing. I don't exercise really at all. Like I do a couple push-ups a day and some sit-ups and stuff like that, but I'm not doing like a massive regiment of exercise the way I did in my 20s. Like I can't really run anymore because of the neuropathy, but I eat healthy. I drink a lot of like water and stuff like that, and you know I eat a lot of like fish and lettuce, and you know, I don't really have a lot of foods with preservatives in them, like at all. I cut that out. It's like, ah, this isn't good for my heart. I'm gonna stop doing it. Shoot. No, I'm gonna lose this level. Glass. Yep.
And they do that because it would be toxic to have it in plastic, and it's like,
we put most of our food in plastic in this country.
The fact that you go to other countries and they're like, well, I don't want to put that in plastic, it's going to be toxic. It's like, oh my god.
Well, that's
because the food dye industry in America is like such a lucrative business that even the politicians are involved in it. Like, there's no way that America's ever going to fully ban food dyes because they're getting money from these companies.
That's what they told me in culinary, like in my cooking classes. We went over some of that. About how, like, a lot of these companies, like, say you have to, the FDA has to look at, like, Nestle, or, I can't think of what food, Tyson chicken or something. So, like, they're supposed to audit them, or they're supposed to test their food, make sure they don't have chemicals. Well, like, a lot of times, like, those companies test themselves. Like they'll do their own testing, and then they'll go and they'll tell the government, yeah, we tested it, and it's like a surprise, like you tested it yourself.
こいつはモビルアーマーか。
What's sad is like now you find out a lot of these.
無人機。だが嫌な感じだ。なんだ。殺気がない。プログラム。これで決める。
お二人さん、その通りだよ。そのモビルアーマーは無人機。
敵。いや、人間を殺傷するためだけに作られた天使の名を冠する自律型の殺戮兵器。
まさか天使ハシュマルが
Yeah, but the crazy thing is,
もしそうならそれがブレイク現象だ。
right?
どうやら間違いなく。
ビームの効きが悪い。アイフィール。いや。
But what I'm saying though is in Japan and parts of Europe, like these preservative companies, like, they don't really have a hold on the food industry the way that they are in America. Like so, and the fact that, you know, Japan especially, you look how long the life expectancy besides their self-delete stuff, they have a huge problem with that. And that's because of all the stress they have from working and stuff like that. But if they survive the working years, they can live to be over 100 years old. The problem is they're more of a workaholic than I am.
やはり侮れないわね。
かわせるか。耐えろユニコーン。
制御系に影響が出てるの？バナージ君。多分 NTD システムがバナージ君の感情に怒りに反応してるんだ。
人の思いを感じ取る兵器と一切の感情を排除した兵器の
You can get your screen
感心してる場合じゃないでしょ。アムロ大佐、バナージ君が。
システムからパイロットへの干渉。バナージ、ユニコーンは大丈夫なのか。
なんとか抑えます。心のないマシンになんか負けられない。
人の心か。バナージ、ガンダムは必ず。
ダメだ、ユニコーン。引っ張られるな。こらえろ。
バナージ君。
このモビルアーマー、無人機の挙動とは思えない。
明確な意図を持ったシステムです。人間を殺すためだけの。
このモビルアーマーが作られた理由、彼は感じ取っているんだ。なんだって
憎しみをシステム化したらもう歯止めが効かなくなるぞ。
その通り。その結果がポストディザスターの歴史だ。
僕にさせないでくれ。他の歴史にばらまくわけには。
ユニコーン、分かってる。
モビルアーマーボロボロになってきた。もう少しだよ。
ユニコーンガンダムは大丈夫なのか。
バナージ、無理をするな。
ユニコーン、
Yeah, that's
お
because
前は
the
人の
food
心、
is good.
悲しさを感じる心を知る人間のために作られたんだ。だからこのマシーンにはこいつにだけは負けちゃいけないんだ。
これはサイコフレームが共鳴してい
Say
る。
that too long.
アムロ隊、男と見込んだ。カバーお願いします。
分かった、小隊長。
You never want to say trigger words more than once.
ブレイクア
You
ウト
will
処
get
理
your stream
実
terminated.
行。
Sorry, but it is scary, you know. Like,
俺は誰も殺したくない。
things like that.
誰にも殺させたくない。
Oh, well, why?
だから
Why are you
そのために戦う。
it's like
このユニコーンで。
それでいい、バナージ。
sickly.
俺たちのガンダムは人殺しの道具じゃない。
アムロさん、
That's what I call a clutch. There was 33 seconds left. I was gonna fail that mission. I don't like missions like this because they're very
ユ
confusing.
ニコーンガンダム
Like,
ブレイクアウト。
they have you running around. They don't give you very
奴は
good
俺が止める。
indication of where you're going, and then you fail the mission. So I mean that's amazing that I actually was able to
それ
clear
ぞれ
that
の
mission.
ネオジオン
Like
と
I
戦
don't
う
like
ために
these
さくら
exploring the base things because it's a
私たち
super
は
confusing
私たちの
maze.
戦いに臨むために
I don't like it.
任務完了。
Yeah, banana's good for you. It's potassium.
Yeah, like honestly, just eating like just regular food, like just you know, like this, like since I've had high blood pressure, I've had to try to figure out stuff that doesn't have salt in it, and I find everything has salt in it.
Oh yeah.
and I can't get away from it. So I have to literally make a salad every day, and I had to find the most natural salad dressing I could find, and that's all I can eat. I just eat that salad, and that's it. I can't have mac and cheese, except for I did have some today. I really can't have bread, even though I have some a little bit. But I really can't even have, like when Luke gets me pizza, I can't eat bacon at all.
どこもかしこもガンダムのなんだかすごいブレイクミッションだったわね。
でもデビルガンダムいない、モビルファイターいない。
確かに様々な歴史のガンダムがブレイクインしていたが、非常に限定的なものだった。
世界ガンダム連合と紐づいてたのかしら。
それはあるかもね。ブレイク現象としてがっつり歴史に絡んでたのはアムロ大佐のニューガンダムと
バナージ君のユニコーンガンダムか。
どちらもサイコフレーム搭載のモビルスーツ、そしてデビルガンダムの代わりにいたのが薬剤戦のモビルアーマーハシュマル。
生体コアを必要とするモビルファイター。デビルガンダムとは真逆の無人モビルアーマーよね。ハーメス、あなたが管理システムに操られてた頃、ハシュマルやそのサブユニット、プルーマのデータ収集をしてたわよね。
鼻つまみメガネ、すかし赤メガネ。
俺のやんちゃ時代を掘り起こさないでほしいものだが、半永久的に機能する完全自律制御のモビルアーマーがデータ収集の対象となっていたのは事実だ。
今回のガンダム大集合なブレイク現象、そしてデータ収集対象だった無人モビルアーマー、なんとなく作為的なものを感じるような。
この辺り検証していけば管理システム、いえコードマクスウェルズの狙いが見えるかも。
なるほど、興味深い。俺の方で少し調べておくとしよう。
Alright guys, that's it. That's what we agreed on. There's I'm gonna save now and then no, I need to go.
Okay. I looked that bread up. It looks interesting.
Thanks for the info about the bread. But James, wherever you are, thank you so much.
Thank you, James. You're breathtaking. Thank you so much for the help. Thank you for your generous heart. God bless you. And I hope that this stream, that you'll enjoy it, and we hope you're having a wonderful day. And we'll be praying for you that everything will go well. But
Yep.
thank you.
So tomorrow will be more Dead or Alive, and I think the Sonic DLC that was done for Sonic Racing, whatever it's called. I don't remember. Sonic Crossworlds.
Sonic Crossworlds Racing.
Crossworlds Racing, yeah.
Worlds, because it's like different words and cross.
Yeah, so there'll be a showcase on that, and there'll be another Dead or Alive stream, and then on July 2nd we'll be covering a brand new game, and I'm gonna see what else is happening on the Nintendo Switch too, to see if there's something else we can cover in the meantime, because we desperately need something. But you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you so much. God bless. Happy gaming. And we'll see you tomorrow. There's also, you'll be redirected to a premiere. It would be really awesome if you guys could like it and, you know, make a note of what time the premiere is tomorrow. Because yeah, that's the thing. All right, guys, have a great night, and see you tomorrow. And hopefully we can get the event thing fixed so we can schedule streams in advance again, so you guys know, 12 or 24 hours before, what's happening, and we can get more than 20 people here. That'd be nice. All right, guys, have a great night. Bye-bye.